We call it RPB, reverse penhold backhand from Collet as he's chasing it down. A whole lot of spin. That was the point.
Just ran out of a little bit of steam, but the shots were brilliant. Some of the connections and some of the drives by the players. And just look at this, the penhold grip, and you see it in slow motion. And there's the return, the backhand right across his body, and he goes for it again, pushes it right into the corner, right on the edge of the table, and the backhand coming from Wong Chun Ting. He's got to go back into the same corner, and then he just loses control of the shot just at the vital moment when he needed to get it back. There's the serve again. As you can see, the camera work is just brilliant, showing you not alone the shots, but the spinning of the ball. You can actually see the rotation. And now the flick backhand into the corner, and Collet is able to push it back, but that one.
Game 3 will decide it, and it's coming up right after this.
Do need. Let's have a look at some highlights. Well, Sunil Shetty, of course, getting in, but that forehand topspin opening, and wow, that it felt like almost it's gonna go out of the table. It kind of fell right in despite being a topspin. Great, Sunil Shetty, but of course with his turnaround. And that, wow, notice how low Sunil went to take that shot. That is an intensity, and also look at his athleticism. Of course, against world number 8 Wong Chun Ting, you need to be pretty quick. The touch game and the shot game was very strong from Wong Chun Ting. These forehand topspins were counter-attacked really well from Wong Chun Ting down the line on the forehand side. Let's look at the highlights. Ghosh literally bending that low to make that inside out topspin on Wong Chun Ting's backhand, but that comes back. And again an inside out extreme, which actually goes out, and the point is awarded to Wong Chun Ting, the highest ranked player here. I mean, strong play from Somajit Ghosh, definitely pinning a lot of balls to Wong Chun Ting's backhand side, but his incredible forehand was definitely working well in the last stages of the match, which got him winning those points in a row which he needed to win today. I mean, Somajit would definitely be disappointed. Almost close to winning against world number 8. You know, Somajit Ghosh is ranked 85th in the world. So just imagine what it would have meant for him to do this. But certainly a brave performance from him, confidence booster. That's the dominant Wong Chun Ting for you.
Fortune. You know, as far as builds, physicality, Aruna. Again, Wong Chun Ting expected to take this in 3 straight games, at least before.
For Wong Chun Ting.
Out the elevation of Aruna's birthplace. It's also interesting to see that oftentimes when he plays, and it won't happen with these shorts and this uniform, but he has a pocket sticking out. And he also loses his shoe while playing a lot. His footwork is so fast, he probably needs the Velcro that Wu Yang and Zhang Maharashtra united, and Game 3 is coming up right after this. Stay right here.
Battle in the last shot, and here's some of the highlights, and we really saw a great battle between the Nigerian and the number 8 seed from Hong Kong. What a performance in these two, and they went at it hammer and tongs. Look at that for a wide shot, and Aruna goes out and he recovers, and then unfortunately leaves the backhand side of the table completely open. But delightful shots. Look at that. He's pumped. Tried to do the same thing, trying to go for a repeat, but it just didn't come off. And then you see the pump of the fist from Aruna.
Beautiful series out here. A point for the team, 11-6, and we'll be back for Game 2 right after this. And so far, he hasn't shown.
Have to do as we take a look at the highlights.
You know, for me, even though Wong Chun Ting came back to beat Somajit Ghosh, he never felt like he was himself. It still felt like a narrow margin for a victory that should have been a landslide. Speaking of slide, you're going to see a lot of shots, probably not in the highlights so much, but where Wong Chun Ting is concerned about the ball sliding, whether it's on the table or off his rubber, his contact was not nearly as confident or as crisp as Li Ping showed his was throughout the match.
You saw there where Wong had to pull his free hand out of the way so quick when
and a lot of side spin. And here's the backhand from Wong.
It was an incredible show. Have a look at the highlights of this match. That backhand, Zubin is very strong in opening the angles, and you saw that again and again repeatedly. But Wong Chun Ting, the pen holder, was way too stronger for Zubin.
It's leaving the score 15-9. Here's some of the highlights. As Adam described them, some great shots from the two. That was a bit unlucky for Thiago. It caught the handle of the racket and is in between the handle of the racket and the thumb, and just flew off. But there's a nice flicked backhand, and then the control from Wong was just believable, unbelievable. Here's the serve, and you're seeing it all in slow motion, so you're getting a great shot of the action as it unfolded.